Flash Armstrong, there's no state like...
According to the nonpartisan legislative analyst, the state has no plans to fund anything more than the bare minimum.
I got gas yesterday, so I probably did, so I'd like to get to my appointment.
We can watch Fresno State Superior and suffer the consequences, or we can do what we did when our Jews had locked up, and we united to fix it with Measure E. Measure E is our rescue plan. It will do what it says it will do. And it gives us 100% local control with strict accountability. Please cut through the noise and the misinformation and join me and so many others in voting yes on Measure E.
This message is funded by Yes on Measure E, Accident top 100 California manufacturing and engineering company and the No Street Package.
Now, the KMJ Sports Report from the Wendy's Sports Desk.
3 Central Valley teams in the Final Four of the state high school basketball playoffs. Good Tuesday morning, everybody. I'm George Cicada with the KMJ Morning Sports Report. Good luck to the following 3 teams tonight in the state high school basketball playoffs. NorCal Regional Finals for these 3 squads. Division 3 boys, number 6 Bullard at number 1, Santa Cruz at 7. Open girls division number 2, Columbus West at number 1, Archbishop Mitty at 6. Archbishop Mitty from San Jose, they are 29-0. The Golden Eagles are 31-2. Division 3 girls, the 14 seed Carruthers at number 1, University High of San Francisco tonight at 7. Good luck to all 3 teams. In the NBA, the Bucks beat the Clippers 113-106. Paul George with 29. Brook Lopez had 6 points in the win. Damian Lillard had 41. Russell Westbrook in Los Angeles had surgery on his fractured left hand on Monday. He hopes to make this time for the playoffs. Lakers beat the Thunder 116-104. LeBron James 19 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. Kings lose the Bulls at home 113-109. Bulldog women's basketball hosts the Midfield tonight on senior night. 6 p.m. tip-off at the St. Mark Center. Bulldogs will honor Mia Jacobs and Dejanay Harvey. Fresno State 14-16 overall, 7-10 in the Mountain West. The Denver Broncos have informed quarterback Russell Wilson they plan to release him after only 2 seasons. Denver will take an $85 million hit in dead money over the next 2 seasons. That's an astronomical figure. Wilson will become a free agent. The Dodgers are until 2 o'clock tonight at 6:05 at Biden Field. Fresno State 7-3 off their best start in 2018. The Tigers at Pacific are 2-8. Jack Anchor of Fresno State, the Mountain West Pitcher of the Week for the 2nd time this season, and infielder Eddie Salazar, the Mountain West Player of the Week. And the Fresno State men's golf team is tied for first after 2 rounds of the Lansing Invitational hosted by San Diego State. This is a 16-team field. Fresno State is tied with Colorado. They are 18 under as a team. Individually, Matthew Sutherland of the Bulldogs is tied for 3rd at 7 under. The final round starts this morning at 8. Sports brought to you by Wendy's. And now Wendy's kickstart your morning with the new breakfast burrito. Complete breakfast in one hand, only at participating Wendy's. Have a terrific Tuesday, everyone. From the Wendy's Sports Desk, I'm George Cicada with the KMJ Morning Sports Report.
All right, let's get a brief look at your morning commute once again with Greg Lane.
Right now, northbound I-5 at Utica, we've got a brush fire in the center divide. In Orosi Avenue, 413 and State Route 63. Next update in 10 minutes. Greg Lane with KMJ Traffic.
Blizzard conditions are long.
Tomorrow, better chances of showers and snow flurries will be through the south. And into the weekend, we see another slight chance of showers. Strong moisture north. Lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s. Winds 4 to 8 miles per hour. Today's high for Fresno and the Valley, 64 degrees. For KMJ, I'm ABC 30 weather anchor with Joe Payne.
We've had about to 46 degrees. We'll get back to Randy at the news desk in 90 seconds.
This report is sponsored by The Accident Guide.
Need an accident of learning by your side. All you got to do is call the accident guide.
Injured in a car accident or at work? Call the accident guide. Because unlike other firms, an attorney will negotiate your case, not a paralegal.
The most common form of treatment for the arthritic joint is normally cortisone injections and gel shots and over-the-counter medications. And most patients have tried all of that and are still in pain.
Every day, Dr. Aaron Wolkoff, a QC Kinetics medical director, meets patients who have exhausted every method to get relief. They've been told surgery is their only option.
We want to stay away from that path, and they come to us almost as the last hope. So we're using our own body's properties to help manage pain, to help slow arthritis down, keep the patients active with no downtime, and getting back to what they enjoy doing. I mean, I love what I do.
QC Kinetics is innovative treatments from our board-certified providers help heal and restore. or aching joints. No surgery, harmful drugs, or downtime. Call for your free consultation today.
Call QC Kinetics, 559-214-1885. That's 559-214-1885. 559-214-1885.
Fox News video says the officials for Republican control of the U.S. Senate. He's searching for polls. And more importantly, Garvey's a MAGA Republican who voted for Trump twice. He supports Trump's border wall and says we need to close the border.
I've talked about the border, the crisis at the border. Let's close the border.
He opposes Medicare for all.
Medicare for all will be a strain on our economy. I don't blame government getting involved.
He supports Trump's economic policies.
Economists say that he did an exceptional job for our economy. People will say he created jobs for minorities, more than any in this history.
Garvey says MAGA policies make us safe.
We were safer more under him than we are under Biden.
Stop Steve Garvey, MAGA supporter, too conservative for California.
I'm Adam Schiff, candidate for Senate, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Schiff for Senate.
KMJ News Time, 8:52. I'm Randy James, live in the KMJ Newsroom. Super Tuesday is here, and voters will decide on some local ballot measures. 3 of the 7 Fresno City Council district seats are on the ballot, as well as the election for Fresno Mayor. Fresno County, in Fresno County, 3 of the 5 seats for the Board of Supervisors are being determined. There are other state legislative and congressional districts with races, including a vote on who will replace former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy in Congress. You can vote or drop off your ballot today until 8 p.m. The KMJ will be following the races starting at 8 with coverage by Ray Appleton, Philip Turetsky, E. Curtis Johnson, John Brodsky, and Michael Dermanuel. Keep it right here on KMJ 105.9, 580 AM. It is 8:53. The number of farms across the nation continues to fall. KMJ Ag Director Don York explains. There are now fewer than 2 million farms in our nation. The USDA says that's the first time since before the Civil War we've seen farm numbers drop to that level, which is also a 7% decline from the previous ag census. A farm is defined as an establishment that produced or sold or would have sold in normal condition at least $1,000 in agricultural production in a year's time. The latest census also reports that the total U.S. land and farms declined 2.2% to 880 million acres in 2022.
Do you want to
Don
hear
York,
it?
KMJ News.
So you've noticed that our great friend Don York, host of the Ag Show, Ag Director here, did not say a word about the Sacramento Kings this morning. You know why, don't you?
I do know why.
Yeah, they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
They lost. I talked to him about that.
Well, I sent him a note last night because it is my hometown team, and I said, "What happened there, big boy? What happened to your team?" I said, "They didn't do anything with that beam but break the beam last night." Don didn't even respond, and he said, "Well, you know, it's an insignificant loss." I said, "Well, it's that because you haven't had any significant wins."
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ouch. He clammed up this morning for sure.
Yeah, he was walking around. You know, he likes to always leave me the obscure German singers. He's walking around. He was actually walking around mumbling in German to himself.
Get in here.
I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure he was insulting me in German, but I can't be sure.
Oh,
I'm getting shirts for all of us. Break the beam. We love Don
I like
York.
the Kings.
What's that?
I like the Kings. I used to listen.
No, we're happy for you. All right. We're happy that you like the Kings. All right. All right. Gentlemen, good show as always. You both have yourselves a great day.
Thank you.
All right. I don't really mean that. I kid because I care. All right. It is time to go to my other good friend, my real good friend, John Brodsky and Christina Mazan. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
So, anything going on today? Anything happening?
Well, no, not much.
All right.
So we're just going to pass it on to you.
Outstanding. Thank you.
The day off. Yeah, you know, there's this little thing happening. Super Tuesday. Yeah. Exciting. So we're going to start off the show. We're going to have the Fresno County Registrar of Voters, James Coons, join us. We're going to talk about how things are going, what voter turnout looks like. Voter turnout, from the stuff that we're reading, doesn't look so good.
We were hearing some little rumblings about that nationally, too. So.
Well, they say that 9 90% of the ballots have not been returned
Yeah.
in the state of California.
What does that tell you?
As of Sunday.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to an updated number here for
Yeah.
Fresno County.
Now, I have to ask a question, and I hope that I'm not breaking ground here that I shouldn't be breaking, but
Okay.
we've got a great team of analysts tonight. John, you, of course, are one of them. You always are. Why are you not there? There's only so many seats.
Yeah, there's only so many seats, there's only so many microphones.
Okay, that makes sense.
The boss asked, and I said no, thank you.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, because you're highly qualified to be there as well. I just wanted to point that out. I want to point that out that it's not a men's club, not keeping Christina. Yeah, it's not that at all. It's member of mine.
I was invited to the party tonight.
Okay.
I just said no, thank you.
Very good.
There will be some things we can figure out, but things are different than
Yeah.
elections from it used to be.
Yes.
Because, the mail-in ballots, you have till 7 days after, you don't get final answers in a lot of stuff.
I don't believe you'll have answers
Well, that's
tonight
fine.
out of California.
If things are easy, like wipeouts, you can tell.
Right.
But for both, it's not
That's right.
Well, the other question is, what's been returned early? Whose ballots have been returned early, or what party are they with? That'll tell you, too, whether or not something will sway. Because you've seen elections where you think it's a landslide, i.e. David Vallejo, and then a week later it goes the complete other different way, and, he loses the race. That was, 4 years ago?
I anchored election coverage back in Fargo back in 2012, and one of the people who became United States Senator, Heidi Heitkamp,
Yeah.
she was way behind, and they thought once the vote came in from western North Dakota, she was going to have no chance, and she came soaring up like a meteor. Yeah, you never know. You never know. All right, good job. John will be there tonight, doing his usual great work as well. All right, John Brown. 11, great. The afternoon drive with T&E, but one more look at your morning commute with my guy, Greg Lane.
All right, CG, thank you. Right now, Kansas City, northbound I-5 in Utica, got a brush fire in the center divide. Other than that, freeways are looking pretty good. I'm Greg Lane. Have yourself a great day. That's KMJ Traffic.
The blizzard conditions are long gone. The rain and snow chances return tomorrow. Better chances of showers and snow flurries will be even south. Then into the weekend, we see another slight chance of showers with strong moisture to the north. Lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s, winds 4 to 8 miles per hour. Today's high for Fresno and the Valley, 64 degrees. For KMJ, I'm ABC 30 weather anchor, Nico Payne.
We're going to leave it at 46 degrees. John and Christina Browski was coming up next. On behalf of Randy James and Greg Lane, yours truly, Christopher Gabriel. Have yourselves a great Tuesday. Go vote, folks. Go vote. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 5:59 a.m.
This report is sponsored by Roto-Rooter.
Roto-Rooter offers same-day service. Since plumbing issues happen when they want to, call your local Roto-Rooter for a free estimate at 1-800-GET-ROTO or online at rotorooterca.com.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name.
And away go troubles down the drain.
So I've been telling you for weeks now about my friends Paul and Tracy over at Resort Life Carts. They create customized golf carts unlike anything you've ever seen. Hey gang, it's CG, and let me tell you, besides being the most remarkable golf carts I've ever seen, they honor the CGP tradition of #full service. They are the top performing golf cart service provider in the Fresno area, and I'll tell you why. They're full service to all makes and models. Big time brands like EasyGo and Club Car. They offer the #1 battery brands like US Battery and Eco brand lithium batteries. In fact, lithium battery conversions are a huge deal. Well, when you convert, you want the experts like Resort Life Carts handling it. And don't forget, RLC is always dealing with top-shelf carts in the industry, Icon and Epic Carts. And when you need your cart service, they offer concierge pickup and delivery for Fresno, Clovis, and Madera. Look, it's time to give Resort Life Carts a call. 559-831-1971. And remember, at Resort Life Carts, every repair is guaranteed.
News Talk, 580 AM, 105.9 FM, KMJ, Fresno, a Cumulus Media station.
Partly cloudy and 46 degrees here at Radio City. It's 9 o'clock. I'm Randy James, live in the KMJ newsroom. This news update sponsored by Donald T. Dick, a.k.a. Mr. Cool. The Fresno County Sheriff's Office has identified the victim of a homicide on Saturday as 43-year-old Cesar Quesada. Around 5:30 a.m. on March 2nd, deputies responded to the call of shots fired on the 3100 block of South Indianola Avenue. Found Quesada outside a home with fatal gunshot wounds. Homicide detectives are working to collect surveillance video from the area and speak with people who knew Quesada to try to determine who's responsible for the deadly shooting. Call Crime Stoppers at 498-STOP with any tips you may have. ABC 30's Vince Ibarra tells us what we need to know about Prop 1 on the ballot today.
Proposition 1 is the only statewide measure for people to vote on in California on Tuesday. It's a measure backed by Governor Gavin Newsom.
Prop 1 builds thousands of new veterans' homes.
A yes on Prop 1 would use over $6 billion in bond funding to create supportive housing, give $1 billion to support veterans, and create 65,000 mental health jobs. But mental health advocates say the proposition unravels the 20-year-old Mental Health Services Act that was put in place to help people with mental illness.
It really is, in a nutshell, taking us back to the days really before Reagan, where there was mass institutionalizing of those with mental illness.
Paul Simmons, an organizer for the No on Prop 1 campaign, says it's putting a Band-Aid on the issue of homelessness and taking away from people with mental health issues.
UC Merced political science professor Nathan Monroe says he believes Prop 1 is a complex measure causing voter uncertainty. The investigation into the cause of an early morning fire at a central Fresno apartment complex is underway. ABC 30's Eliza Navarro with more.
It happened after 12:30 this morning at an 8-unit complex on Princeton and Weber. The first day of the fire was sparked in an upstairs apartment in the middle of the complex. Firefighters initially had a hard time getting water to the flames because an illegally parked car blocked the hydrant. Now, firefighters eventually got a hold of the flames. The resident safely escaped, but a family pet did not. The dog died at the scene, and a cause for the fire is under investigation.
Tickets are now on sale for the Clovis Rodeo. Here's KMJ's Liz Kern with details.
The 110th Clovis Rodeo begins on Wednesday, April 24th, running through Sunday, April 28th. You can get your hands on tickets at the rodeo box office. It's open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 748 Rodeo Drive near 5th Street. Tickets are also available on the Clovis Rodeo's website. Prices for tickets range anywhere from $20 to $35 with no extra charge for concerts. Liz Kern, KMJ News.
Big losses on Wall Street this hour. The Dow is down 300 points. The NASDAQ is down 267. It's 9:03, partly cloudy, 46 degrees here at Radio City on our way to a high of 64 tonight, an overnight low of 45. Tomorrow, clouds move in. Got possible scattered showers with a high of 62. I'm Randy James on KMJ at KMJNow.com or wherever you stream.
Folks, this is Chris Moran with Solar Negotiators. Every day, customers just like you call us looking to make a change. They're tired of paying out-of-control utility companies. So we become their new lifetime energy partner, and we can help you too. We can provide you peace of mind with a solar installation, whole home battery backup, monitoring, and maintenance. We call it the Power Shift. The federal tax credit covers almost 1/3 of the system's cost, and all of our options are no money down, so you can begin saving in your first month. Veteran-owned and local, Solar Negotiators, powered by Solar Maintenance Pros, is the most highly rated, licensed solar and roofing contractor in the Valley since 2009. Summer's coming. Isn't it time to make a change? Let us become your lifetime energy partner. Now through March 31st, get as much as $3,000 promo cashback on new systems. Call 844-OWN-SOLAR or visit solarnegotiators.com and get started today.
CSLB license number 1021919.
I'm Vince Ball, and I approve this message.
There's chaos on our southern border, and the Biden administration's border policy has been a complete disaster that threatens our national security. Vince Ball will stand up for liberal elites and fight to secure our border.
I've spent my career standing up for the Central Valley, delivering real results for our community.
Vince Ball, experienced, tested, trusted. Mike Boudreau. Sheriff Boudreau supported Barack Obama's immigration policy. According to the LA Times, Sheriff Boudreau said he has no problem with parts of President Obama's immigration program, even recently mentioning pathways to amnesty. Maybe that's why Boudreau is supported and endorsed by Assemblyman Devin Mathis, who voted for taxpayer-funded health care for illegal immigrants. That's right, Boudreau is supported by those who want to give free California health care to illegal immigrants. Californians can't afford these liberal policies. We can't trust Mike Boudreau on immigration. Political ad paid for by Vince Vaughn for Congress.
This hour of fine KMJ programming is sponsored by Blood Quest 8500. Join KMJ and Cumulus Fresno to get 8,500 blood donations made before March 15th. Roll up your sleeve and schedule an appointment today at donateblood.org. You're listening to KMJ, dedicated to live and local news and talk, and your calls at 490
5858.
Good chemistry together. Good topic.
Now, the Valley's new number one, Broski and Musan. Now.
Good morning. This is Broski and Musan on